and welcome back to my channel. It is Ijoma here, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make this structure detail. For this tutorial I used a doll face. I used a just half yard of doll face to achieve this, and I didn't finish the half yard. I also used a crinoline and a bone. If you want to use a hard interface for your old, fine, but I used a crinoline and a bone. I used plastic bone. I was supposed to use a Reggiline bone, but I didn't find it. I couldn't find it. So here are my materials. I have my crinoline, I have my boning, and my doll face. And the crinoline that I'm using is the light one. So for the bone, you will need half an inch. We have different sizes of bones. We have the 0.3, we have the half inch. For the crinoline, I used a very light crinoline. If you want to use the hard one, that is okay, but it may be difficult for you to work with that. First of all, I will fold my fabric. This is my fabric. I will fold it and I will cut it according to the wideness of the crinoline that I am using. This crinoline that I'm using is 3 inches wide. It is 3 inches. If you're using 4 inches wide, that means your fabric will be 4 inches on fold. This one that I'm about to cut out now is 3 inches on fold. I'll go ahead and measure it so that I will not get confused. Right now, I will cross check and I will start marking. I'm marking 3 inches on my fabric. Though after cutting, you may realize that your fabric is a bit wider than your crinoline, but that doesn't matter. Right now, I am trying to measure my 3 inches on fold. Remember that it is on fold. After doing that, I will cut out the fabric. After cutting this one, I will cut another one, and that will be enough for the structure that I want to make. After cutting this one, I will fold again, and I will use the first one that I cut out to cut the second and the third one. I'll go ahead and cut this one. And after cutting this, if you check the picture, you will notice that 2 of them are equal while the third one is longer than the rest. So this is what I have. I'll go ahead and divide one. I have 2 small ones and 1 long one. So one of them will be longer, and the long one will be 40 inches. You can see it is 40 inches long. Then the rest will be like 18 or 17 inches long. After that, I'll place my crinoline on each of them and I will join. You will join on one side of this doll face is already on fold. So I am done joining. I joined just one side of this doll face. You can see the line there, and I'm trying to trim off the excess doll face that I have. You will join on one side only, but if you want to close the both sides, fine, but I closed just one side of this doll face. I'm trying to cut out the excess doll face that I have, and after doing this, I will turn out. I will use a safety pin to turn this out. That's why I used a light crinoline, because a light crinoline will make it easier for you to turn out. I don't know if you understand. If you're using a hard crinoline, turning this out may be difficult for you. Right now, I am trying to turn my fabrics or my pieces out. Just take your time and do this, and after doing this, you repeat the same thing on all of them. And after repeating, you take your time and iron very well so that the joining line will be on one side of these pieces that I cut. You can see this one. You can see what I have right here. This is the second one. I'll also go ahead and turn out the second one, and after turning, I will iron. So if you are ironing, please be arranging your crinoline so that everything will be very flat. The reason why I added this crinoline first of all is to add strength to this, so that when I'm running my channels for my bones, my fabric will not be rumpled. I don't know if you understand. If you want to use a hard interface, it is okay, but a hard interface may not really make your doll face smooth. That's why I used a crinoline. After ironing this crinoline, you notice that your doll face is still smooth. Everything is still very smooth. These are the pieces. I will trim off the rough edge, then I will run 2 lines on this. After running 2 lines on this, I will have 3 channels for each of them, and I will insert my bones inside the 3 panels that I made for all of them. You can see what I have now. I'll go ahead and run 2 lines on each of them. I am done running the 2 lines, and this is what I have. I have 3 spaces there now. So 1 space for 1 bone, 1 space. I will insert 3 bones into each of them. I will insert 3 bones into each of them. So right now I will introduce my bone, and remember that the line you are running on this is half an inch wide, so that it can accommodate your bone. I don't know if you understand. Make it half an inch wide so that it can accommodate your bone. So right now I am inserting my bones. Just take your time and insert your bones. Like I said, I was supposed to use a Regiline bone for this, but I couldn't find it in the market. The Regiline bone that I have is very small. That's why I am using a plastic bone. Working with a plastic bone may be difficult because stitching or tacking it to be hard, because a needle cannot pass through a plastic bone. But if you're using a Regiline bone, you can easily pass your pin or your needle through it. So if you are buying a bone for this structure, buy a Regiline bone, half an inch wide Regiline bone. That will be the best option for you.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere you say, anywhere.
So for the last panel, for the last channel, this is a Regiline bone. This particular bone that I am inserting is a Regiline bone. You can see that it is very white and it is lighter. That is a Regiline bone. So after inserting all of them, I will move over to my dress form. I am just making this tutorial as a little illustration, just an illustration. I'm not making it for any particular dress. So after fixing all my bones, I'll move over to my dress form and I will pin everything down on my dress form. So I will take my time. I'll pin the small ones first of all. This really took my time because I'm using a plastic bone. Had even I'm using a Regiline bone, pinning it down to this dress form will be very easy. It was really difficult for me. So after pinning this one, I will pin the second one, the small one. This is the first one, this is the second one. Just take your time and style it the way you want. You are free to style the way you want. And this is the longest one. I'll go ahead and pin the longest one. So I'm free to style it the way I want it to be. So guys, I want to introduce you guys to our fashion school. We have a fashion academy. This video that I'm making right now is in my fashion school. So if you want to come for physical training, I am located in Enugu. I am in Enugu. If you want to register for our physical training, you are free to come and register with us. I am also training people online. I have corsets, trouser and jumpsuits, and I also have my blazer online classes. So if you want to train online, we are also available. So I'm trying to style my structure, and at the end of the day, this is what I have. So I have this small trimming in my school. I decided to use it to like give it a small design. and it is really beautiful. So guys, I hope this is fine. Please do not forget to give our video a thumbs up, and do not forget to share it so that other people can get to see it. Do not forget to subscribe too. Please subscribe so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to get our video. I'll link our Telegram down below, and I'll also link my WhatsApp number. Thank you all, and see you in my next video. Bye.